Hey, I'm going to show you in this video how to overcome the fear of starting a podcast because you're worried you don't have enough content. I'm going to show you how to have so much content and make it so you don't even have to create it. So you don't even have to be the one that's generating the information. I'm going to show you how easy it is to leverage someone else for content and use that as your own content. Hello, my name is Luis Congdon from Thriving Launch. I host the Thriving Launch podcast that's had over 250 amazing interviews, including people like Jack Canfield, Marianne, Williamson, Russell Brunson, JP Sears, and the list goes on and on. Our podcast now does over 5 figures a month, and it's incredibly awesome to travel the world and have a lifestyle that allows me to travel and go anywhere that I want with just my laptop and my partner Kamala, the co-host of Thriving Launch. All right, so one of the things you might be worried about is, what am I gonna say, or am I gonna have enough content to share with the world? This is a really common thing with people when they start getting online and they wanna be seen. We all know that content is king and that you need to have content to share, but with a podcast, maybe you're worried about what you're gonna say, but don't worry. It's gonna be a lot easier than you think, because we're going to show you how to get amazing guests on your show, and your guests are going to provide the content. So when we had Marianne Williamson or Jack Canfield, JP Sears, Russell Brunson on our podcast, we didn't have to create content. We just asked them questions. Hey, Russell, how do you create a funnel? Hey, JP, how do you get 1 million viewers right away on YouTube? How are you using video? Or hey, someone else like a podcaster, how are you creating an awesome podcast? How do you get listens? How do you get views? And the thing is you do that by having guests on your show. They provide the content and it's super easy. So I'm gonna give you 3 steps for landing amazing interviews, and it's not very hard. And it doesn't even matter if people know who you are, if you're famous or any of that. If you're interested in podcasting and you're gonna have a podcast, these steps work and they're guaranteed to work. They've worked for me and they've worked for thousands of other podcasters that we've helped. So let me go into those 3 steps. 1, go to the person's website. Find the person's website and go to their contact page. On the contact page, just about everyone, doesn't matter if you're Marianne Williamson, Jack Canfield, or Robert Kiyosaki, it doesn't matter. On the contact page, everyone has some sort of way that you can reach out to them. So go to the person's contact page. Write them a message. Step 2, let's talk about how to write an awesome message. So one of the key things to writing a great message is ask the person to come on your show. Hey, my name is Luis Congdon. I'm host of Thriving Launch, and I would love to have you on my podcast. You'd be a fantastic guest because, and tell them why you want them on your show and thank them, and then watch, the emails will start coming in. Now, step 3, pretty simple. Write lots of messages, because when you're first getting started, you can't expect that everyone's going to respond to you in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. It might take a week or 2 or 3 weeks before someone responds. One of my guests, Dr. Harville Hendricks, he's been on Oprah 19 times, more than anyone else. It took him almost 6 months before I got a response from his team. So while I was waiting for his response, I wrote a bunch of other emails, and during that time, I started accruing more connections and a better network. And you can do the same thing. So start writing messages, get out there, go find the contact page, write people, and then write more people. And that's it. Those are your three tips to help you get started right now. Hey, if you're interested in starting a podcast and really crushing it with podcasting, make sure to join the Podcaster's Secret Weapon Facebook group. Click the link and join us, and we'll see you there in the Facebook group.